Time for a tropical update as we take you out to Waikiki Beach in Hawaii, where we see a couple of folks out there enjoying some of the shallow water, some waves coming in as well, but things are going to start to change across the Hawaiian island chain over the next few days. Something to keep in mind is we do have a tropical storm on the way. It's rather unusual, uncommon I should say, for us to see a tropical storm making it all the way to Hawaii, but it is still holding itself together. We've still got a lot of convection here on the northern side of Calvin. Winds still up to 45 miles per hour. Tropical storm strength is 39 miles an hour. So it's very much on the low end of tropical storm intensity, but it can still bring impacts, high surf, strong waves, strong rip currents, and of course the flooding risk with all the heavy rain we can see. Tropical storm warnings are out around the Big Island all the way up to some of the high peaks. Of course, as you go higher, you can get into higher winds themselves. But once you get to towards Maui, Oahu, Kauai, we're not really under the tropical storm force wind threats. But we could still see some very heavy rainfall. Here's a look at the cone forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Still holding together as a tropical storm all the way south of the island chain, but then eventually it will dissipate, getting into some cooler waters out there. But across the entire chain from Hawaii all the way up to Kauai, we have flash flood watches for the heavy rain that we're anticipating this to bring. So if you were planning for an early weekend, getting there Thursday, it's going to be a rainy start for you as Calvin is making its way through. You could see a couple of inches, maybe some places locally could see upwards of 3 inches of rainfall, so that can lead to some flash flooding potential. As we look at the wind potential, notice right here on the southeast coast, we get briefly up into the orange category, right there around the winds getting to 40 miles per hour, and then the inflow on the northern side could even be pretty strong winds there across Oahu around the Honolulu area. Another area to watch, low chance in the next 7 days to develop, but something we'll have to keep our eyes on. That could potentially be Dora, the next name on the list. In the meantime, in the Atlantic, we now have Tropical Storm Dawn. It's strengthened again today, back up to tropical storm strength, and it's a little more organized now. It's just meandering out here in the middle of the ocean, though. Not really going to cause any impacts to land. Just if you know any mariners who are crossing the Atlantic, let them know about this storm.
Now, meteorologist Kit Klaniger with your local pinpoint forecast.
Well, it is hot and muggy out there right now. We've got some clouds out there on our Blaine's Farm and Fleet Skycam, but it feels very hot outside. We've already hit the 90-degree mark here in Moline. Same thing up here in Davenport. It's feeling right near 90, but those dew points are in the mid-70s right now. If we look at the muggy meter, we see whenever those dew points are around 70 degrees, that's when it's just that oppressive heat, and it feels pretty steamy out there. If we take a look at the temperatures, it's 85 in Galena. Here in the Quad Cities, it is right at 90. Down there in Mount Pleasant, we're already over 90. But those heat indices are near 100 degrees, if not already over it. Earlier, Muscatine was a little bit warmer. Right now, it's only 100 for that heat index. We've got several advisories out from the National Weather Service. Yesterday, when Andy was showing you this map, we only had these purples, and we've extended northwards for that excessive heat warning or watch. But right now, we've got these orange and yellow colors. We have an excessive heat warning for places to our south and west, and these counties down here have an excessive heat advisory. Looking overnight tonight, though, we're going to see those temperatures taper off into the mid-70s, so we're not going to get out of the 70s overnight. That doesn't happen very often. On our satellite and radar, we see several storms have started to pop up to the west of the Quad Cities. These storms are going to make it to here overnight tonight if they don't die out. Here on our Futurecast, we see a few of those storms here in the Quad Cities at 7 p.m. Overnight, it'll be pretty calm. We might have a scattered shower or two, but then into Wednesday, it'll be cloudy again tomorrow. And then overnight into Thursday morning here at 9 a.m., it might be pretty stormy when you're headed out to the door to work on Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, we'll have another round of storms, so it's going to be hot, muggy, and stormy all week this week. Tonight, though, low right around 72. We'll have scattered showers tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, we'll be right there around 90 degrees for a lot of the area. We have that excessive heat watch that's out for several counties, as well as that excessive heat advisory and excessive heat warning to our south and west. Looking on our 7-day forecast here, we see those 90-degree temperatures stick around for most of the week, as well as a 30% chance of rain basically every day this week. So we're going to be hot, steamy, and have a few showers coming through for the rest of the week. So it's not going to cool down until next week, it looks like, Tiffany.
No relief anytime soon. It's rough out there. I took the dog out for a walk today, and the air just feels thick.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you need to stay hydrated, especially if you have your dog. Be sure to bring some water along for him, because they're going to need it out there.
Good advice. All right.